What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I am your host, Ed Honcho. Make sure you tune in live every night at 10 p.m. Central to midnight, where we go live discussing the topics of the day. You can call in and share your thoughts, whether you agree, disagree, however you feel, because the Den, hey, we're all friends in the Den, and it's just about seeing different perspectives and coming to an understanding. Maybe not necessarily an agreement, but an understanding. But we're gonna get into this conversation, man. Transgender woman was beat up in Dallas the other day, and there's so much to talk about with this whole situation. And I'm gonna try to cover every angle of it, but I'm not gonna try to speak too long. This is actually the second time of recording this video. The first video went a little bit long, and I hadn't watched the full Facebook Live video, but now with a different perspective. I just kind of want to talk about it from a little bit slightly more informed video, and some of the things that I originally was thinking are true. But let's get into it. I'm going to share the Daily Mail article, and I'll put the links in the description below, about 2 or 3 different articles, so you can get a better understanding of the story. Man who beat transgender woman after minor traffic incident in Texas was offered $200 to carry out the horrific accident, police say. Reason why I like this Daily Mail article opposed to the other two is because they give you the little, bullet points, even though all of them not all the way fairly accurate, and then we'll kind of skim through the article and talk about a couple of things. So Ed Thomas, yeah, look, hey, it is what it is, was arrested Sunday for assaulting a transgender woman. Booker hit a car, basically in a Dallas parking lot. Other driver claims Booker ran Booker off the road to stop him from fleeing. Booker said the unidentified driver held him at gunpoint, demanded money. Crowd gathered to watch the altercation. Someone offered to give Thomas $200 to attack Booker. Video showed a man believed to be Thomas throwing Booker to the ground and repeatedly punching while other people joined in. The assault victim was eventually helped up and taken to a hospital by a group of women, where they told police attackers that they used homophobic slurs while hitting him. Thomas is charged with aggravated assault causing a serious bodily injury. The driver, Booker, hit his name as a suspect in the case, but has not been arrested. I'm trying to think back to the video. And I guess you could say that, but we'll talk about it in a minute. So let's get further into the conversation. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. As we scroll down, this nigga looked like my cousin. That's terrible. My cousin was a little bit taller. He looked just damn near just like this nigga. So anyway, basically the same stuff. Edward Dominic Thomas arrested Sunday in connection with the beating of a transgender woman, Muhlaysia, not Malaysia, not M-U-H, but I guess that ain't as bad as some of these other ghetto ass names out there. I guess when you transgender, you trans name, and you can pick whatever shitty ass name you fucking want. But anyway, aside from this, I want to talk about, as we scroll down, I'm gonna talk about some of the things that I saw in the video, some of the things that were going on that, just like I say, you have to pay attention to. All right, so Booker said she had backed to another car. Other vehicle said that he had to run Booker off the road. Basically what that is, Booker tried to hit and run. Let's be honest. Booker tried to fucking hit and run, and is trying to make it seem like it was nothing major. But Booker tried to fucking hit and run. And if you see the video, this motherfucker's talking a bunch of shit. And so you know that they're not owning up for their actions. So again, like I said, it's definitely a lot more to the story than what's being pushed. It's being pushed as this, no, people are just out here attacking trannies. That's not the fucking case. That's not the case at all. What's really going on is a person who was not owning up to their responsibility stirred up a bunch of shit and then ended up paying for it. And it just so happened to be that you fought another man, because let's be honest, you've got the genetics of a fucking man. If you would have fought a woman or something like that, that would have been an unfair fight, but some of y'all people would justify it, just like some of these MMA fighters. But anyway, again, said the unidentified driver pointed a gun, demanded money for damage to the car. Now that's interesting, because again, where I wonder is where I saw the video, where the video starts off on Facebook Live, and I'll try to post a link to that too. I might or might not. YouTube is funny about that. If you're in the Den group, I'll post the link. But on Facebook Live or Facebook whatever, the video shows Booker standing in the middle of the road talking shit, like basically like who gonna do what, who gonna do this, and if you ever been around, what most transgender women, I guess it is, say that they emulate the behaviors of black women, because it's the easiest ones, because of the hair weave, the makeup, the colors, the things like that. It's the easiest one. And this is just this thing that has been said throughout the community. I forgot, I saw this some years back on a video, but I forgot what I was looking at. But I was like, wow, it says a lot. It's unfortunate, but it says a lot. That's why I like them natural. But the thing about it is, not only are they mimicking the look, but they're mimicking the behavior. So if you ever seen any two ghetto-ass black chicks get into a scrap or set it off somewhere or whatever else it may be, you already know the demeanor, you already know the mentality, you already know. So basically, this is what was being emulated in the middle of the road. Now, let's move this from this, let's transfer this situation from the trans situation, and let's talk about this community. And this is what I say about niggas and black people, right? Got a bunch of niggas out there fucking encouraging whatever the fuck is going on. If you watch the video as the beatdown is going, yeah, this every day, beat this every day. See, so I talk about the violence and damage that we do to ourselves frequently. But then you have some people that are like, no, that's just a stereotype, that's a myth, we don't do that. But then you got niggas in this environment saying this is what we do every day. Every day, B. You know, we go down out here every day. Who's doing that? Who's doing that every day? Is traders getting beat down every day? If that was the case, we'd hear a news story about it every day. We're not, because that's not what's happening. It's niggas damaging niggas every day on a daily basis. That's what's going down every day. And we got to cut this bullshit out. We got to stop encouraging a lot of this shit, man. But anyway, as we continue to go on, let's continue forward with it. Crowd gathered in the parking lot, like I say, you know, looking ass niggas had to come look at some shit. And officials saying this being investigated is determining whether it's a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. It's a motherfucker. Somebody paid this dude to go do some shit. The motherfuckers out there talking shit. If you talk shit, somebody gonna check you. You know what I'm saying? 99 times out of 100. You just gotta be a bad man unless you like Mike Tyson. And I don't think this is the trannies, the Mike Tyson tranny version. So unless you just Mike Tyson, ain't too many, you gonna get checked. And so if you out there doing this, that, and the third, and motherfuckers already look at you manly as a man, let's just be honest, regardless of how you feel, how you identify, whatever it is, everybody's not with that shit, you know, especially in the hood, whatever it is. And it's a lot of down low suspect ass niggas who probably would, because that's something that was said in the end of the video, and it makes me question, look, niggas is niggas. It's a reason that this stuff is going on. But anyway, that this is going to happen. You call and talk shit to somebody, especially motherfuckers who live in a community where they are already angry about life and everything else, somebody gonna test you. So this is not a case of people seeking out trannies to beat down and beat up, because I'm gonna be honest, some of the other, I'm assuming we're all women, they look like they could have been transgender or whatever else in the thing. So why weren't they beating them too? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, who knows? We'll get down to it. So here's some of the clips. This fucking pink thing on her fucking head, fucking whatever else going on, like I say, just doing a whole bunch of weird shit. A fight going on, you know, he's beating down him, but then, you know, he didn't pin the motherfucker, he beating him up. Then this is what I'm talking about right here, this whole extracurricular activity shit. If it was a nigga going one-on-one, man, and this is what killed me, then niggas want to jump in and participate in the shit. And this is why I say it's some other shit going on too. What you mad at? Why you ain't just sitting back watching like everybody else? What are you angry about? Unless it was your car that got hit, unless you was part of this situation that took place, again, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of underlying stories. This person could be notorious around the community for a bunch of bullshit. So there might be some other underlying issues. This person might be messy. It could be a whole lot of shit. It's not just because it's a transgender person and everybody looking to attack him. This nigga look like a comedian to me. I don't know. But anyway, this is a dude who was recording. So he going and posing with old buddy before the deal. You could hear somebody in the background talking about, man, $200 to slide him, man. And so that's somebody saying, I paid $200 to hit that motherfucker. You know, niggas gonna act for some money. Even if it's acting a donkey, it was $200 ain't shit. Anyway, it says at point in the video, Booker sporting a pink wig. It's supposed to be a wig. There's a lot of grammatical errors in this fucking article. He definitely put this up quick, and I don't think anybody double checked it. It says a pink wing, but a pink wig and a blue top appears to be saying something to the gathering onlookers, but her voice can't be made out and available for it. It can be made out. She talking shit, he talking shit, it's talking shit, whatever. Some voice can be heard screaming for the attack to stop as Booker beat from across the parking lot. Now, with nobody telling the Booker to shut the fuck up before Booker got that ass beat, but Booker started wilding out, and then, you know, it became a beat down. But again, like I say, it's to a point. Now, you know, check the motherfucker. I don't think it was necessary just to beat him to a pulp. But again, like I said, I think there could be a lot of underlying ties. It seems to be there's some familiarity in this community. The motherfucker tried to hit and run. People are emotional about their cars. This looks like an apartment complex. So if you ain't owning land, you don't own your property and shit, your car is the next best thing you have, and that's what people are gonna go and pursue. They're gonna attack, and that's what they're gonna go after. So you fucking up the only thing I really own, or my only sense of ownership, and you're gonna try to hit and run and not take responsibility for it. That shit's gonna get people riled up. So this, again, like I say, this is not just because it's a transgender attack. But people are going to push it like that because people see nowadays that's what brings the extra attention. That's what brings the money. You see they got a GoFundMe started up, everything else. You know, under the caption of the Facebook post, this is a hate crime. This is not a hate crime. This is you talking shit. It would be, I could understand if a motherfucker just ran up on you for no reason, but if you talking and you addressing everybody in the vicinity, somebody in that vicinity gonna answer. That's just what the fuck is gonna happen. Let's be realistic about it. Now, at this point in the video, where the video was, this motherfucker was out of there. She was done. He was done. It was done. However you identify, you know, whatever. I'm trying to be as PC as I can. But it was an ass whooping, right? It wasn't even close. But that motherfucker was taking them punches because you know, Booker kept getting up and kept stumbling, you know. But now here's the point where I'm talking about. It's a lot of other shit going on right here. I don't know what's happening. Like I say, some of these you can't really get a good clear look, but you can't tell if they are or not. I mean, let's just be honest about it. So I don't know if this could have been another group of trans, if there were any transsexuals, transgenders, whatever the proper term is, in this group, right? Because when you can't tell, it appears so. And if it did appear so, then I think that this is not a hate crime. Because if there were other transgenders in the vicinity, why weren't they getting beaten on too? Right? If this is a hate crime, why ain't we beating up all the transgenders in the area? Why just this one? Since other people don't want to jump in, why aren't they helping to pull out, draw out all the transgenders and beat them up? Because that's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. What it is an incident with an individual who just happens to be that. We have these protected classes, these protected race, protected whatever, and so if you fit into this category, you get, free run, free press, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not with that shit. I don't care if it benefits, hurts, whoever, me or anybody. I mean, look, that shit don't make sense. Pierre Booker, who I'm wondering about, said the person responsible for the attack is a coward. Said his daughter has faced hatred for being a transgender woman in the past. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like, I have a difficult time with shits, so I'm just being honest. Don't hate nobody. You got to figure it out for yourself. I may not agree with it, but hey, it is what it is. Grandma commented, love whoever they are. I'm not God. I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury. The Dallas mayor posted a statement, said he was angered by mob violence, and he was in contact with the chief and to try to investigate this as a hate crime, which is not. I'm not explaining to you why it's not a hate crime. So I can almost guarantee. This is Dallas we talking about. We're talking about in the hood. There's some old weird shit going on. I guarantee that there were other low income looking, impoverished type community where a lot of single mothers, a lot of that type of shit is going on. Yeah, it is not the only. This is not the only tranny in that vicinity. So it was not a hate crime, because otherwise all of them would have been getting beat up. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Check this shit out, right? Blistering status update, again, another misspelling. There's no live videos of me attacking no cisgender woman. I hate the term cisgender. This shit doesn't, whatever. She went on to say she was never raised to hit a woman. Who do you tell that to? Who do you tell to never hit a woman? Who do you tell that to? You tell women not to ever hit women? Or you tell men not to ever hit women? That's just what I got to say about that. Anyway, now they're talking about some statistics from 2007, saying that there's 7,175 hate crimes committed in the United States. The most recent year was the AGS compiled data. 1,130 of those were based on orientation bias, 119 on gender identity bias. And again, like I say, hate crimes, what is this all? Assault, is this murder? I think hate crime is a very general term. So, here's the deal though. I'm gonna post a link to a couple of these other ones, and just my thoughts on this is, no, it's not a hate crime. Niggas gotta do better, because y'all encouraging this fucking bullshit ass behavior. One, I don't care if it was two niggas fighting. I don't care if it was two bitches fighting. I don't care if it was two trannies fighting. I don't care if it was a tranny fighting a fucking elephant. Like, I don't give a fuck. We gotta stop encouraging this low budget behavior, man. And like, we sit here and we'll point the finger, oh, the white man doing this, doing this, doing it. Man, we doing this shit to ourselves. This is nobody's encouraging that. Who's making that happen? You got to decide for your motherfucking self. You want better in this life for yourself. You got to decide, hey man, I'm not fucking with this shit. I'm not finna watch this shit. I'm not supporting this shit. I'm finna focus on everything I can to get out of this environment. Instead of, you know, motivating motherfuckers, encouraging motherfuckers. I'm here to watch, ooh, let me cheer and rant. But then at the end of the video, this is something I did want to say. It was a lot of the women or trans, like I said, I don't know what they are. But it sounded like very feminine voices, so, you know, calling them down low, sissy, faggot ass niggas, right? Which is funny. It's super funny because that could apply another way if you call them, you know, this, but then, you know, we'll talk about this live tonight at 10 p.m. But these are the words they use. So don't be saying, oh, you said this, you said that. These are the words that the women in the video use. You go watch the video. But if you're calling a man that, and that's free range to call a man that who you presume to be a straight man or who you may say is down low or whatever, and that's okay, then some of that same terminology was used during that fight, during that altercation. What makes that any different than the other? Anyway, I'm your host, Ed Honcho. Make sure you follow Dan on all the proper social media. Shout out to everybody who's been shooting me stories and you know, asked me to talk about this, that, and the third. Shout out to everybody who comes through live every night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you call in. Make sure you express your thoughts. I'll see y'all tonight. But with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'm out.